Hey, witchlings. How are we today? It's Wednesday? It is Wednesday. It is Wednesday. Wow. I have no idea what day of the week it is. So, we are doing a couple of new things today, so bear with me. I have some new little clips to throw into the show here and just do some fun stuff, so. Oh, it's fun. So, starting today off, we're lighting our candle. And I am lighting. Ooh, uh-oh. I squished the wick. Oh, shit. Oh, it's not completely broken. Should be able to light it. So I'm lighting my candle for 2 people today. Me, because my back hurts. It's okay. I think he put 3 stitches in. It was an itty bitty little cyst he took out. And then for another dear spoony friend who is not having a good time with a particular procedure. So we are wishing her luck in getting her procedure done. It's just been one thing after another. And a speedy recovery once the procedure actually happens. I'm just going to say I absolutely despise the American healthcare system at this point, partly because of this friend. Otherwise, things are just kind of plodding along. Oh, let's see. Oh, you know what? I forgot to tell certain specific special people that were on. Because, I'm a genius that way. There we go. That took care of that. Oh. There is a reason I'm wearing blue. I need to refresh my memory as to why I was wearing blue. I saw it earlier and now cannot remember. It's one of those days. Wear blue for Kindness Day. That's why we were wearing blue today. Ha. Apparently it's at a local school where they are wearing blue for kindness. And I just thought it was a really cool idea. So I decided I would wear blue today. It's at Christa McCullough Elementary School. I did not know we had a local elementary school named for Christa McCullough. I'm going to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. My CPAP and my nose have not been happy together. I am waiting on a replacement mask, which is part of the issue. And, me being me, I realized way too late that I didn't have a new one in the house. So I had to contact the VA, and they're like, yeah, you'll get one in like 3-4 weeks. I need it today. Shit happens. I'm gonna sneeze. Maybe not. Oh, and there is a reason one of my favorite curses is that I wish on you the pain of 1,000 unsneezed sneezes. Oh, good Lord. And so, on that note, I shall pop my glasses on and we shall get started with the daily draw. And Luna decides to, barge in while that was taking place. I love my children. So, how are you fine people today? Oh man. No. Well, yep. It's been, what, a week since I did this live, and I'm already forgetting how to do stuff? Ha ha ha. There we go. Now I can actually see what I'm doing. Ow. Oh. And I am clumsy and uncoordinated as ever. Okay, so our first card is the Six of Fire reversed. And what makes an alpha cat? And I just lost my notes because my computer disorganized as ever. What makes an alpha cat? Some cats are just natural leaders, whether through victory in mating battles or success in claiming territory. Tokens of admiration are offered to these noble cats and are graciously received. When a cat is worthy of respect, we do not hesitate to give it. All the clans benefit from the presence of such an exemplar. The cat's advice on this: do not let a position of power go to your head. Respect that is given can just as quickly be withdrawn. So basically, once you have been given respect, it can just as quickly be taken away. Others may have already turned on you through jealousy or resentment. Take care now to act with integrity. Next, we have my all-time favorite card. We have the Tower. The Tower means chaos. Cats prefer things that remain stable, and we always pause to consider the situation to make sure it is safe before proceeding. Alas, not all things are within our control. Sometimes even a trusted structure will topple unexpectedly, rousing us from our rest with startling violence. This is not a time for hesitation. Survival depends on quickly adapting to the changed conditions. At such times, instinct takes over. Turning in midair, we find the horizon and orient ourselves to land safely, absorbing the shock with flexible grace. And the cat's advice here: as soon as you feel your foundations start to shake, if you anticipate your fall and let your natural instinct for survival kick in, you will have time to turn in the air and land on your feet. Take advantage of the height from which you fall. A shorter fall may not allow for the graceful rotation and sure-footed landing. Learn the lessons that come from falling: adaptability, perspective, resourcefulness, and confidence that has been tested and proven true. Your skills serve you well in times of change and crisis. And finally, oh my gosh, a cute little tuxie, Earth Kitten. Nose to nose with a new friend, this Earth Kitten feels no fear, only a bit of youthful shyness. She's a trusting spirit, for she has been raised with love. Her senses are becoming attuned to the world around her with its myriad scents, sounds, and diverse creatures. It's going to take some time to fully learn what requires caution, but her instincts will keep her safe as she explores. The kitty's advice: slowly but surely, you are learning practical skills and refining your knowledge of the way the world works. The realm of the senses can give you great pleasure, now, such as trying new foods and seeking beauty in unexplored places. Study and other quiet pastimes are especially beneficial right now. This is true. So, puppy girl wants out. Give me just a second. Let me release the hound. Run, romp, frolic, be free. She'll be back. I guarantee it. So, our oracles. Haha. Oh, in the case of not allowing a position of power to go to your head and acting with integrity. No, not the hound. We may be fostering another pupper. But to go with not allowing, a position of power to go to your head and acting with integrity, believe me, it is worth it. It really is. And then, trusting your survival instincts. Well, once you've done that, you have moved on. And then, I got the sniffles. While you are learning practical skills and refining your knowledge, and she is back. There are lessons being taught, and that's why, how you're learning those practical skills. I love my children, even the furry ones. So, we are learning lessons. And our rune for the day. Okay. Hopefully I aim it correctly and you guys see it correctly. It is Thurisaz inverted. Is that aimed to the left? I think that's aimed to the left. Yep. Thurisaz inverted. The divinity is Thor. I'll get to that in a minute. The letter TH as in Thor. The symbol, we're all going to be shocked when I say, is Mjolnir. And the thorn. The element is fire. Tree is the hawthorn, and trees possessing needles or thorns. So I would guess, something like the pine or the fir tree as well. The plant is Thor's beard. The stone is the sapphire. Color is bright red. The animal is the scorpion and other aggressive animals. Makes sense. Oh, let's see. An indication of development. As this growth process... I can read. I swear to God, I can read. As this growth process accelerates, you will find reasons to stop and reconsider the past and assimilate the new. Oh God, it's the Borg. If you are experiencing difficulties, remember that your attitude affects the quality of your passage. Contemplation is the key here, which kind of goes along with our tarot card that says, quiet pastimes. Hasty decisions will cause regrets right now. So, act in haste, repent at leisure is the meaning for this particular rune when reversed. Resistance is futile. This is a time to wait, not act, and tensions may be running high. In work. Are you done? Nope. In work. The inverted Thurisaz personifies a stubborn person who goes to the goal regardless of any arguments of reason, and even not paying attention to obvious omens and signs. Or the one who looks at the situation through rose-colored glasses, seeing only what they want to see. Another interpretation is that soon someone completely insignificant will eclipse, outstrip you, or take your place. When Odin falls out along with this one, which we didn't have, it can mean that you yourself is to blame and fully deserve your failure. So I'm kind of glad it didn't fall out today. Oh, you are going to regret that, Luna. I know that look. I love my furry children. In relationship, in real, in relationships, this rune suggests that you need to act with a great deal of care and prudence. Any rash or careless action can have a negative impact on your relationship. On the other hand, any passivity or iffiness is discouraged. So you should act decisively and quickly, but do it with consciousness. So basically, act mindfully. So, our key takeaways: danger, Will Robinson; defenselessness; compulsion; betrayal; dullness; evil, malice; hatred, torment, spite, and lies; a bad man or woman; resistance; avoiding accountability; ineffectiveness; immaturity; and selfishness. Oh, excuse me. She's just getting the snot beat out of her. Sorry, I got distracted by the furry ones. He has been in a mood all day. Our goddess. Today's goddess is Hel, goddess of rebirth, and she is Norse, in case we didn't know that. Goddess of the underworld, Hel was flung to the realm of death by Odin after a prophecy predicted that she and her brother would bring down the Aesir. There, she became its queen and manifested as half human and half corpse. She rides a black horse in the night, calling out the names of those who will be dead by morning. Luna, I have a feeling your name's going to be on that list here pretty soon. You keep pissing your brother off like that, he is going to murder you in your sleep. When their spirits leave their bodies, Hel gathers the dead in her warm arms and takes them to her bleak, misty realm, Helheim. Soldiers who died in battle and sailors lost at sea go to different regions of the afterlife, but everyone else goes with Hel into her endless desolation. Call on Hel when it's time to acknowledge an ending and start a new beginning. She symbolizes two opposites coming together to meet as a whole. It's time to relinquish and release what is not working for you. It's always difficult to acknowledge an ending, but Goddess of Death Hel is here to remind you that it is the only way to find yourself at a new beginning. All too true. And here comes Sarge. Hi, bubbies. So, today's Namaste, we are going to be writing ourselves a love letter. Just like you would if you were writing a love letter to your sweetheart. Be generous with your compliments and see yourself the way your crush would see you. When we invite love into our lives, there is no room for fear, and writing a letter to yourself will help push away any fears or doubts that may be haunting you. I would like to shut that door, sweetheart. Are you coming the rest of the way in? Come on, get in here. Or out. Thank you. Self-compassion. We are in the present moment. We all think that happiness is something that will come later when conditions in our lives are better. For 5 breaths, let go of any thought about the future and see if there is happiness to be found in the present. I know there is. I have so much in my life to be grateful for, so many adorable and fun things going on right now. I have amazing friends who love and support me no matter what. I have some kick-ass plans going on this weekend. I get to see someone this weekend that I have not seen in far too long. So, yes, there is at least happiness for me to be found in the present moment. And I'm going to sneeze again. Oh my gosh. Spring in the Pacific Northwest. Oh, for someone who lives with allergies and asthma. Gotta love it, right? Right. And once I put these away, we shall move on to Mr. Rogers. Everybody loves the fact that I end our day with my Mr. Rogers quote. Because, well, he's Mr. Rogers. Who doesn't love Mr. Rogers? Father Nathan Monk, on his blog eons ago, like 5 years ago, posted an entry about these babies in, I want to say, the NICU back on the East Coast. Give me a second. Doo-doo. Tickle. Who the nurses in the NICU dressed them up in cute little cardigans and button-up shirts for Mr. Rogers Day. I will have to find that link again. And I know I've been saying I was going to post links to some, funny content creators. I promise you, actually, I will show you. This is yesterday's to-do list. And I will show you. See, it says comedy right there. It's been on my to-do list. Let's see. Here's one from earlier in the week. There's the comedy written there. It has literally been on my to-do list since I read the card like a week and a half ago. But I will post the link to the comedy people and the Father Nathan Monk blog about these babies because it was just so adorable. Hello. I found a Mr. Rogers quote about music. Yeah. Music has given me a way of expressing my feelings and my thoughts, and it has also given me a way of understanding more about life. For example, as you play together in a symphony orchestra, you can appreciate that each musician has something fine to offer. Each one is different, though, and you each have a different, quote, song to sing, unquote. When you sing together, you make one voice. That's true of all endeavors, not just musical ones. Finding ways to harmonize our uniqueness with the uniqueness of others can be the most fun and the most rewarding of all. God, that man was so freaking wise. I'm a musician, first and foremost. That was my first love. By the time I graduated high school, I played 9 different instruments. I could sing anywhere from first soprano to first tenor. Music was my life. At that point in time, I fully intended to go to college and become a music therapist or some sort of music degree. Yeah. Then I barely graduated high school by the skin of my teeth, and had it not been for my music classes, I would not have graduated high school. I will straight up admit that. I have also told my band director, who I'm friends with on Facebook, that had it not been for him, I might not have survived high school. I digress. Thank you, Greg. Greg Esens, by the way. I will be linking him. He is awesome. But I digress. Mr. Rogers is so correct. Music is one of those ways that you can just connect, and each instrument has their own part to play. And while, yes, each instrument alone sounds beautiful, sounds amazing, but you bring them all together and it's gorgeous. And we won't even go into the energy that is created in the room while they're all playing. So that was, oh my God, the high I would get after a performance. Oh, I still love it. So, yes, music. Okay, minor rant on my part here, having been a musician and not an athlete. And this is a debate that comes up fairly regularly. I honestly believe that many schools overemphasize sports and underemphasize the arts. And you'll get, well, team sports teach kids teamwork and how to work together and blah, blah, blah. What do you think band, choir, and orchestra does? Because band, choir, and orchestra requires every member of the group to perform their part, just like a sports team, especially if you have a small school that only has, 3 or 4 kids playing each instrument. When I was in high school, I was the sole oboe player. I was the sole piccolo player, which pretty sure my classmates weren't complaining when I graduated and they didn't have a piccolo player, but that's neither here nor there. On one piece, we played the Lion King soundtrack when I was junior or senior. I can't remember which year I picked up the oboe. But if you are familiar with the Lion King soundtrack, there is this beautiful oboe part at the very beginning of Can You Feel the Love Tonight? That was the part that I played too. And so and it's one of the most recognizable parts of the piece. That was me. Without that oboe part, the piece was very much missing something. So every kid in band is important to the piece. So why do we as a society push athletics instead of the arts? Not every kid is capable of being an athlete, but every kid can pick up an instrument and learn to play. Even the most uncoordinated kid. I have never seen a kid who was incapable of learning how to read music and play an instrument. Maybe read music, but even if you can't read music, you can learn to play the instrument. So why do we encourage sports so much? Because, my kid can become a professional athlete someday and make millions of dollars. Sir Paul McCartney. But then you get people like someone I shall refrain from naming in my life who refused to allow his son to have anything to do with the music department or the drama department because he didn't want his son to appear faggy. I'm going to let that one sink in. My kid is not going to do drama because drama is for fags. Chris Hemsworth. Chris Hemsworth. Robert Downey Jr. The other Chris. Fuck, where did his last name go? I can see his face. Captain America. The other Chris. All of the Avengers, okay? We will take them for example. They are all buff. Most of them are straight. If they're not straight, they're bi. I don't think any of them are openly gay. So, there's nothing gay about any of these men. So, they are some of the highest paid actors in the industry right now. And they mostly got their start in local drama departments or local drama groups. Where would our world be if their dads had said, no, you're not doing drama because it's gay? And the young man I am thinking of didn't even want to act. He wanted to be tech crew and work backstage. Yes, you can bounce like that on any yoga ball. I have the chair and I have at least 2 other yoga balls in the house. So yes, that's just my thoughts. And that is my rant for the day. I will be here, let's see, tomorrow is Thursday. Thursday, yes. Let me confirm my schedule. I think that I will be able to do this live tomorrow. I'm feeling stupid. COVID still has my memory kind of out of whack. Yes, I will be able to do this live tomorrow. And then tomorrow night. Oh. Uh-oh. I may do the podcast late tomorrow night because I apparently have another event at 4:00 tomorrow. I will keep you guys up to date. But it will also be live. And then Friday's daily draw. I love you guys. I truly do. But my little brother is home from Alaska for a few days and he is coming to visit and bringing his pupper that we are going to very likely be fostering. So, I will be hanging out with him Friday. So, I will be doing the daily draw recorded, but I will be doing our guided meditation live. Let me see. I think that's all the announcements for the day. So I will bid you all a fond farewell. I love you all. Have a blessed, magical, fantabulous, wonderful day. And as our dear friend Will Wheaton says, don't be a dick. And I will see you all tomorrow. See you later.